Jetstar Airways Pty Ltd, trading as Jetstar, is an Australian low-cost airline headquartered in Melbourne, Australia. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of Qantas, created in response to the threat posed by low-cost airline Virgin Blue. Jetstar is part of Qantas' two-brand strategy of having Qantas Airways for the premium full-service market and Jetstar for the low-cost market. The airline operates an extensive domestic network as well as regional and international services from its main base at Melbourne Airport, using a mixed fleet of Airbus A320 family, Airbus A330 and Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft. Like its Qantas parent, Jetstar competes with Virgin Australia and its 60% owned low-cost subsidiary Tigerair Australia. Qantas also has stakes in sister airlines Jetstar Asia Airways, Jetstar Pacific Airlines, Jetstar Japan and Jetstar Hong Kong. C. Jetstar Group. History: the airline was established by Qantas in 2003 as a low-cost domestic subsidiary. Qantas had previously acquired Impulse Airlines on November 20, 2001 and operated it under the Qantas Link brand, but following the decision to launch a low-cost carrier, relaunched the airline under the Jetstar brand. Domestic passenger services began on May 25, 2004, soon after the sale of tickets for her inaugural flight in February 2004. International services to Christchurch, New Zealand, commenced on December 1, 2005. Although owned by Qantas, its management operates largely independent of Qantas through the company formerly known as Impulse Airlines. Originally the airline was headquartered on the grounds of Avalon Airport near Melbourne, and started flying out of Avalon Airport in mid-2004, but has since relocated its registered office to the Melbourne CBD. Despite its low-cost ethos, Jetstar currently offers a limited number of connecting services without through baggage checking though this has changed since international flights commenced in November 2006. Baggage connectivity was added as a service offering for domestic flights connecting with international flights. Reserved seating is currently provided on all routes, and on October 4, 2006, Jetstar became the first Australian airline to allow customers to select their seat upon booking. The first flight of sister airline Jetstar Asia Airways took off from its Singapore hub to Hong Kong on December 13, 2004. This marked Qantas' entry into the Asian low-cost market and signified its intention to battle key competitor Singapore Airlines on its home ground. Qantas has a 42.5% stake in Jetstar Asia's ownership. On December 1, 2005, Jetstar commenced operations from Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane and the Gold Coast to Christchurch in New Zealand. On December 7, 2005, it was announced that Jetstar would establish the world's first global low-cost airline. At the end of 2005, it was announced that Jetstar would fly to Perth, from Avalon Airport. In July 2006, Jetstar and Jetstar Asia were brought together under the Jetstar brand. Online bookings for both carriers were integrated into Jetstar.com. In July 2007, Qantas acquired an 18% stake in Vietnam's Pacific Airlines, to increase to 30% by 2010. The airline was relaunched on May 23, 2008 as Jetstar Pacific. On August 1, 2008, Jetstar announced that it had signed an agreement with the Northern Territory government to make Darwin International Airport an international hub with plans for 7 aircraft to be based in Darwin. Under the agreement, Jetstar would be required to base 3 aircraft at Darwin by June 2009, with a further 4 by June 2012. With the Northern Territory government to provide $5 a million to set up the hub and a further $3 a million for promotion of the new routes. On April 28, 2009, Jetstar commenced daily direct services from Auckland to Gold Coast and Sydney. On June 10, 2009, Jetstar commenced domestic New Zealand flights between Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch and Queenstown. Services to Dunedin commenced later. Jetstar replaced JetConnect on these routes using Airbus A320 aircraft. From February 1, 2011, Jetstar started its cooperation with the Oneworld Alliance, allowing people booking an itinerary with a full Oneworld member to include a Jetstar flight in the itinerary. However, the flight must be sold via Jetstar's corporate parent Qantas, under a QF flight number. In August 2011, Jetstar's parent Qantas announced that it will set up a new airline to be called Jetstar Japan, a joint venture of Jetstar, Japan Airlines, and Mitsubishi. The airline was expected to start operating in December 2012, but now plans to launch ahead of schedule on July 3, 2012. In March 2012, another Asian Jetstar-branded airline was announced, Jetstar Hong Kong, a strategic partnership between Qantas and China Eastern Airlines, which is expected to commence operations in 2013. In November 2013, Jetstar moved its head office from Melbourne CBD to the suburb of Collingwood. In December 2013, Jetstar announced that it would be closing its Darwin base in May 2014 and repositioning its aircraft in Adelaide. Flights to Tokyo via Manila were cancelled while services to Singapore would be operated by Jetstar Asia with Singapore-based aircraft. The base closure was attributed to cost-cutting measures by parent company Qantas as well as increased competition from reintroduction of flights by Asian carriers into Darwin Airport. In February 2014, Jetstar signed a code-share agreement with Emirates Airlines as a continuation of the agreement of its parent company with Emirates. Destinations. Fleet. As of August 2014, the Jetstar Airways fleet consists of the following aircraft. Jetstar previously operated Boeing 717s, which are now in service with Qantas Link. Marketing and sponsorship. From 2004 to 2006, the airline's mascot, Julie the Jetstar Girl, was played by actress Magda Szubanski. The advertising slogan of Jetstar is all day every day low fares. In 2006, the jingle Let's Fly Jetstar Tonight, and the use of Szubanski ceased and was replaced with It's All About Choice/Fly Away. Jetstar Airways is the major sponsor of the National Rugby League team, the Gold Coast Titans. In July 2008, Jetstar Airways was named the official airline of the Australian National Rugby League team. One of its A320s was decorated with special decals to advertise the relationship. In-flight service. On all domestic routes, Jetstar has a buy-on-board single-class service offering food and drinks for purchase. On all A330 international routes, Jetstar offers a two-class service. Business class. Jetstar offers business class on its A330-200 aircraft. The business class cabin is fitted with 38 or 42 leather premium class seats in a 2-3-2 configuration, similar to Qantas Domestic Business Class or Qantas International Premium Economy Class. The service is inclusive of all meals and beverages, in-flight entertainment, and includes an increased baggage allowance of 30 kg. Business Max fares also include Qantas Club Lounge access where available, and earn Qantas frequent flyer points. Economy Class. Jetstar offers either pre-purchased meals on wheels or buy-on-board service with food and beverages. In-flight entertainment. In November 2011, Jetstar became the first airline to offer passengers iPads provided by Blue Box Avionics for use as in-flight entertainment devices. The units, which are pre-loaded with movies, games and magazines, are provided on flights over 2 hours duration and are available for a fee in economy class but are complimentary in the international business class cabin, although some aircraft have seat-back entertainment screens. The options available are changed on a bi-monthly basis depending on customer feedback forms which are collected by head office through a random selection process. Jetstar has recently revealed that all its new 787 Dreamliner aircraft will be fitted with 10-inch seat-back on-demand entertainment screens in business class and 9-inch screens in all economy seats. Television series. The 9 network began airing the series Going Places from October 2007. The 8-part series depicted the everyday lives of selected members of Jetstar's Melbourne Airport staff. The show followed the dramas of the check-in staff mid-flight, and new international recruits. Jetstar Group. In addition to owning 100% of Jetstar Airways in Australia, the Qantas Group owns varying stakes in other Jetstar-branded airlines in the Asia-Pacific region. These airlines represent a strategy to provide better growth for the Qantas Group by accessing the intra-Asia market, exploiting both its faster growth and/or its underpenetration by low-cost airlines. Qantas partners with local investors as both a means to overcome foreign ownership or traffic rights restrictions and to keep the ventures capital light, that is, reduce the capital investment required by Qantas and keep assets such as aircraft off the Qantas balance sheet. The Jetstar Group consists of the following airlines. The Jetstar Group is headed by CEO Jane Glicker. Note 2: the final 2 aircraft were transferred from the Velour AOC to the Jetstar Asia Airways AOC during April 2010. Although Jetstar Asia Airways generally maintains 2 aircraft in a hybrid Jetstar Velour livery, they sit on the Jetstar Asia Airways AOC. Note 3: the Jetstar financial results include Jetstar Airways, Jetstar Asia Airways and Velour as consolidated entities in the Qantas Group accounts. Despite Qantas owning only a minority stake in Jetstar Asia Airways and Velour, Australian accounting standards have required them to be treated as consolidated entities since April 8, 2009. Jetstar Pacific Airlines and Jetstar Japan are treated as investments in associates and not consolidated in the Qantas Group accounts. References. External links: Qantas official website, Jetstar Airways mobile website, Jetstar magazine.